Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
At the Broncos' 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nate Gary on the
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Lock. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 20.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Lindsay, first down and more than that. And finally brought down at the 38. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon. But I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
Locke gets this to Hamilton, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run with Lindsay, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Denver.
Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, the formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
It's coming and down he goes. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Falcons nothing.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It would be ideal.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Lock. Giving targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
I don't know what the heck.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on him, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Lindsay. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown,
Philip Lindsay with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Completes it to Lee. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Ryan. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. Escapes the defender. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Josh Gordon.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To throw again, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD for them. this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right, finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Ball carrier.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, he'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to draw. Lindsey, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley.
Complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Able to get this to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, Ryan is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
His kick is
and he's able to put it through. A 10-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack, down he goes. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards.
Denver.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Lock looks to throw it again. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Again, it's Lock. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jeff Heierman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon McManus lining up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Phillips Lindsay, the
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
taken down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Lock. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And the Broncos.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd down. It's Lindsay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Ryan and the Falcons down 24-21, 1:09 to play. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Falcons.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now there's the timeout. Signal for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Lindsey, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Locke, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it out, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Final score.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Denver, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.